About 4 years ago, the Northwest Coalition of Historical Societies met, and we wanted to do something that would engage our community in an appreciation of local history. So we came up with the idea of sponsoring History Day. The first year was just devoted to local history. And they started here at the Schoolhouse Museum, and they worked their way north up Franklin Turnpike to Mahwah. And along the way, there were sights to see. This year is the 350th anniversary of New Jersey. So we're celebrating that through local history, again, looking at our place in New Jersey's history.
New Jersey 350 celebrates the 350th anniversary of two deeds, one from Charles II of England to his brother James, and the other from James to Lord Berkeley and Lord Carteret. This deed formed the basis of the entire colony of New Jersey.
What we're celebrating is New Jersey's 350th anniversary. 1664 was when the English sailed in and the Dutch surrendered without any kind of gunshots or anything.
The one big feature about the History Day is that there are 9 history museums that are open the same day. Most of these museums are sometimes only open one day a year.
So each site will have an exhibit about their place in New Jersey's history.
Here at the Mahwah Museum, we are carrying out the 3 themes of the New Jersey 350: innovation, liberty, and diversity. We have the 7 neighborhoods of Mahwah as our current exhibit, and within the 7 neighborhoods we have emphasized these 3 themes.
We named this exhibit Footprints because what we were doing is tracing all of the generations of people that came through the Hermitage in 350 years, and that dates back to the Lenape Indians 350 years ago.
This property really illustrates what a working farm was like. You really get to see how the generations lived on the farm, and we represent a lot of the old names and the early settlers, and then the Palatine settlers who came in the 1700s, and then on through the Irish. It just represents a tremendous diversity of people that lived in this area.
We actually this year have a child's ticket, so if you're 12 and under, you come free. And in the child's ticket, we've actually asked them to identify their favorite thing in each museum. And so there's a little place for them to write. There's a description of the places that they're seeing, and then there's a word search on the back. And each site will also have something special for the children to do or a takeaway. So I won't give our takeaway away, but there'll be a little something for each child as they visit the museums on this History Day.
This is a fun place for kids to visit because it's not like their own home. They come in and they look at the old Victrola and they look at that and they don't know what a record is. It's just things that kind of befuddle us. How could somebody not know what a record is? But they get to walk around the rooms, they get to see how things are done. They'll come into Kate's Kitchen here and they'll be able to make a little sachet. They'll go out and they'll get a taste of the homemade ice cream, they can get a taste of soup. They'll go into the barn and see how flax, which is almost like straw when it's grown, was processed and eventually became linen thread.
We're still in the Mahwah Museum, and this is our model train set. We're very excited about this. Kids love it.
This exhibit is actually oriented for children of all ages. On display, we have an 1850 model railroad train. And in most instances, when the museum is open for tours, kids can see it in operation, and some instances may even be able to operate it themselves.
To have a good understanding of your town, of your community, of your geographic area, I think helps as you live and begin to really appreciate your town and your county.
It's a day when you can get more history of this particular area of the country and of our country in general than you can at any other time.
With the 350th, we're celebrating that date, but we're celebrating all of the 350 years, and that's what the diversity and the liberty and the innovation celebrate, are the inventions that happened all along the way, the diversity, which has been a checkered path all along the way. But today, in a town like Upper Saddle River, you find people from all over the world. The diversity is greater than it's ever been. The liberty, we had people that fought at the Revolution. We had people that fought in the Revolution for the British and actually came back to their farm. In the Civil War, we had people that fought, and on through the World Wars. So it's liberty. I mean, it's something that we prize dearly in New Jersey.